Hello, 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 intuitive friends. Welcome back. This is a $10 reading focusing on let's spill the tea. What's going on with fill in the blank? All right. Let me just make sure that I have this here on Instagram so you guys can take a look at that. Give me 1 second for those of you who follow me on Instagram. All righty. All right, there we go. Hello, hello, intuitive friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, you can take a look down below in the description box. All the links are there down below. For those of you who are watching me live, you could also take a look at my credentials in the chat list. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on 10-minute readings, and those 10-minute readings are going to be focusing on whatever it is that you would about. Okay. Now, please know I am not going to answer follow-up questions. So it's that one question and that one question only. If you want to do a personal, you ask and I answer. And of course, those are also no follow-up questions. But those are 15-minute readings, and you can join me on that. And then it's you asking me a specific question. But this one is pretty much open-ended. Okay. So let's spill some tea today. That being said, intuitive friends, please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and what you choose to do with those suggestions, readings, insights is all on you. Okay. That being said, let's see who's here, and then we're going to jump straight into the following. Hello, 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 intuitive friends. Welcome. Hello, Monica. Welcome. Thank you so much for your super. Okay, so give me 1 second before I jump and do your reading here, Monica. Let's review the following. Intuitive friends, just as I mentioned before, this is not a free reading, and there are no refunds and there are no follow-up questions. Okay, I'm gonna channel what comes through specifically or whatever I'm channeling with that specific question. Okay. USD reading. It is a 10-minute super chat only and only one question reading. And that one question, it's what's going on with fill in the blank. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. And want to review the following. If you're interested in getting to know more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. My credentials, private readings, and testimonials are there, as well as in the chat. Okay, so that's there for you as well. Please read the legal disclaimer. This is a 10-minute reading, and I will call you in the order that you've appeared on the super chat list. Please know that there are no refunds, no follow-up questions, and what you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. That being said, intuitive friends, for those of you who are interested in this reading, take a look at the example. I placed an example there for you if you need more guidance. Okay, what's going on with, you can ask what's going on with your career, what's going on with a current connection, what's going on with your, it's complicated situation in love, meaning a connection, what's going on with a specific person. I just need their first name only or their initial. Okay, what's going on with your spiritual journey, what's going on with money or abundance, what's going on with two people, okay, meaning you and another person, or what's going on with this connection and separation. Okay, just choose one of those topics there. And first and foremost, we're going to jump into the reading here with Monica. Hello, Monica. Hello, Monica. Welcome. Thank you so much for your super. Monica, your question is, what's going on with my business, BFA, created online courses? Okay, so let's see what is going on, what's unfolding, what's happening. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, so let's take a look here. By the way, Monica, Happy New Year. I'm wishing you a very happy, bountiful, prosperous, successful new year. So let's see what may be potentially going on with your business, BFA. Potential, what's going on here potentially? Spilling some tea here in the area. Okay, so it says here, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, rebirth is what's coming through, the start of something new. So there's a new, this may be a new venture. Okay, we also have here the new moon, so I'm getting new. I'm getting here, and it says, okay, so both of these cards, just want to tell you, both of these cards are focusing on Scorpio energy, scorpionic energy. I don't know if you may have a lot of water on your astrological natal chart. By the way, it's 3:58, so 10 minutes, let's just say 10 minutes. At 4:10, I should be wrapping up with your reading, but both cards here are talking about Scorpio energy. So scorpionic energy, that could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That could also be talking about, obviously, I feel that whatever this is may be coming up during Pisces season, because Pisces season is coming up in February to March. That's the next water sign here. This could also be talking about that there may be a lot of anxious feelings here. It says work through your fears and it's time to release negativity. There's a lot of worrying here, a lot of concern, that may be very much connected to to this course or to this venture. And this is saying here, what you need to know in regards to spilling the tea is you need to kind of relax. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of hard because there could be a lot of just like energy here, a lot of stress. Like, is it going to go well? Is it not? But this is kind of in a way where the energy that you're generating inside with the anxiousness, with the worry, with the stress, with whatever this is leaning more towards like the fear of, the concern, the worry, the anxiety. And as you know, wherever your mind goes, energy flows, and what you think about, you bring about. So this is talking about you stop the worrying, stop stressing yourself out. You need to release that. Okay, work through those fears or those self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that may be surfacing or resurfacing as either the time gets closer to the launch, or if the launch is already there and you're stressed about, oh my gosh, like people aren't buying in on the course or they're not moving towards the course. Remember this, we just got out of the holiday season. So there could be people that may be kind of holding off on buying something or purchasing due to the seasonal spending that everyone does at some, everyone, but people who celebrate the holidays do. So that's also coming in here in regards to what this may potentially be talking about here. Okay, so let's get more clarity here. And by the way, we have Ascending Universal Butterfly. Hello, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so let's take a look at what else is coming through in regards to what's going on with Monica's business. Creating of the online courses and social media content. You have here the King of Coins with the Chariot. Listen, I'm going to tell you something here. This course is going to bring you positive you're going to reap the rewards. Is it right now? No, it's not. Okay, that's how it's feeling. It's not going to be, you're not going to gain tangible money right away, but you will with time. Okay, this is something that needs to grow. It needs to catch people's eye, and people need to have the money to be able to purchase it. I just mentioned that 2 seconds ago about the possibility here of people, especially if this is something that's launched already, you need to give people time to kind of say, okay, I did a lot of spending a couple months ago. Let me just kind of allow myself to open myself up. If I were you, and I'm not saying that you should do this, right? But if I were you, I would launch it more towards Aries season because that is the astrological new year. Okay. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So that would be a great opportunity to launch anything having to do with business. Okay. Take it into account because now I don't know if there's a Mercury in retrograde happening around that time. I haven't checked, but this may not be the right time. It may be if you've already launched it, you're kind of saying to the people, and this may be saying, yeah, they're gonna come. You built it, people are gonna come, money is gonna be coming up, but it's gonna take some time. Okay, the King of Coins is representing you or the stability in which you are building this. Okay, so you have or you're working towards that financial stability. You being successful, you being grounded is going to be super important. In other words, you got to let this go. The fears, the concerns, the worrying. Okay, the Chariot here is you moving forward, you having the strength of will to move past your fears, your anxiety, your worry. Is this going to work? Is it not? Where are the people? Are they gonna, is this gonna succeed or is it gonna fail? There's this energy here about leaving that alone. Don't worry about the how of something. Allow yourself to focus more on the commercial part of it, meaning like posting it on Instagram, posting it on TikTok, posting it on social media outlets that you may have already have. If this is something that you're going to launch, it's coming across as perhaps, like I said, because this is a water sign, it's coming across as it should be towards the ending of season. Like start, like you could do the commercials now, you could start doing the kind of anticipating, getting people motivated to move in that direction by announcing it on your social media platforms. So moving forward with that, but the launch shouldn't be now. It should be a little bit closer. It should be during Aries season. That's how it's coming across to me. That's when spring is going to happen. Okay, we're going to have the spring season. Astrologically, Aries is the first zodiac. Okay. The Chariot is ruled also by water, so there's like a lot of emotions connected to this launch or to this business. I do feel that there are successes coming in, but like I said, success may take a little bit of time to come. But as long as you are doing all the things that you need to do at the right time, I don't see any issues here other than your own stress, fears, self-sabotaging thoughts, limited belief, or anxiety about it. Okay, so your worrying may be at the forefront here right now. Okay, so again, I don't know if you've launched it already or about to launch it, but that's what's coming through here in regards to that. So is there going to be some financial gain at some point? Yes. Okay. Is it going to take time? Yes. The Chariot is saying that as long as you are determined and focused, success will come. Okay, you're going to be able to reach people from different places. Obviously, if it's on an online thing, Okay, so you are going to be able to reach. But like I said, that financial aspect of it, for me, just, and I've said this before, I would launch it during Aries season. Because again, I mean, we just got out of a season where people were spending money, right? So that could also be a factor. But if it is already launched, just kind of, you got to kind of keep people's eye on the prize. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Animals. You understand either animals, people, and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as that is part of your life's work. Okay. So with this project, it is very much you connecting with people. It is very much you connecting with your own intuitive guidance, trusting that you are moving in the right direction. Again, listen, if you already did the launching, hey, I mean, you already did it, but you should have taken into consideration the fact that during the holidays, people do spend a lot of money, especially if it's something that people are going to put money into to buy for themselves. Now, you do have, people who it doesn't matter if they're going to be interested, they're going to buy anyway, but you always want to maximize, right, that financial potential. So, it is what it is. So just keep moving forward. And let's see what else is coming through. Because what happens, and this is how this is coming across, okay? Because I'm going to tell you straight, as always, straightforward, how this is coming across. It's like it was done in reverse, right? What should have happened first is to have announced it, to have prepped people's interest, piqued people's interest during the holidays, right? Or during, I don't know, during that time to pique their interest so that they could have said to themselves, you know what? As soon as the holidays are done, I'm going to save money to go in this direction. Do you see what I'm saying? So building up the hype first, connecting with different people first, and then launching it during Aries season. So during Pisces season, as the year wraps up, again, February, throwing those logos, throwing those commercials, doing all of that, connecting with people. Okay, especially during the holidays, it would have been a great opportunity for you to connect with all the people that you know, just to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, just for that. And then in Pisces season, been, hey, listen, this is coming up. This is coming up next month. This is coming up in the spring. Spring is about growth. Okay. Talking about energy, right? And then launched it at that time. But if that wasn't the case, it's going to be you having to do that now. You see what I'm saying? It's like the reverse effect. Now you got to do what you didn't do before so that then people could come, but then now you're going to have to wait. Is how this is coming across. You see? But yeah, let's see what else is coming through. And I want to say that was coming through in regards to like other readings that I think that you may have had. Let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. Yeah, there's something here that you need to let go, and it feels like it's more of the anxiety and the stress that you're now in because of the reversal, or of the kind of like you put the cart before the horse, literally speaking here, where you should have placed the horse and then the cart. So I think that's what's causing here a little bit of anxiety. It's as if you feel like, maybe I should have gone in a different direction in the manner, in the order, not the project. I feel the project is head on. Okay. The project is what needs to happen for you, because there is an intuitive, divine purpose here for that, right? But it's as if you may have the logistics of it, the organization of it may have been a little bit off. Okay. But let's see what's the tea. So that's the tea that I'm getting here. Let me give you, we're going to do 2 more decks. We're going to do this one and another one. And that's when we're going to close the reading here. So let's see what else is. What's the tea here with, by the way, congratulations. Either way, however you may have approached this, congratulations on it. Because it is going to bring you some sense of, but yeah, you got to let go of like being so stressed about it though. Yeah, home. Stability is going to be, yeah, you see? I mean, it's gonna flourish. I'm telling you. If I saw something different, I would have said something different. I mean, definitely months ago, because you have asked this question before. But in different stages of where you've been with this. And I've always said it comes across as a good financial investment, a good opportunity here for you, you know, where, you know, there is a lot of stability here. You've worked hard on it. I'm hearing like sleepless nights. You may have been even up in the middle of the night, just kind of getting all these odds and ends placed together. Eventually, there is a possibility here for this new venture or opportunity for you to gain tangible wealth in regards to whatever this is, you know, the course is. But again, it's going to happen slowly. Those doors are not opened all the way. They're opening up slowly. Okay. So don't be too stressed about oh my God, it isn't moving. Again, I feel that just the order of promotional part of it first, promoting it during the holidays, promoting it during Pisces season, getting people ready, connecting with people that you already know, not in the middle of the holidays. Okay? Because that's how this is coming across. It's like that the holiday season could have been a great opportunity for you to do like hey, this is what's coming up, and it's coming up during whatever Pisces, Aries season. And I mean, you're not going to write Aries season, but you know, you pick a favorable date during that Aries season. Okay. Maybe even having taken a look at, you know, your birth chart, you know, there are many ways to have gone about this and to have picked a really good time where social media and that would have been aligned in a better way, and then launched it, right? And then now people know about it because you had a whole month of telling people, right? You had a whole month of connecting with people, letting them know, say, hey, you know, it's coming. And then boom, Aries season, brand new beginning, astrological new year, launch it in the best date during that Aries season. And then that could have picked up a little bit more. But if it was done in the reverse, this is saying, well, now you got to do it on the reverse end. Now you're going to feel like you're trying to catch up. And that's why I feel here that there's so much having to do with releasing negativity and working through your fears, because now it's like, okay, now it's launched, now it's here, and it's not moving like I thought it was going to move. Be getting yourself caught up and self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. And even if you are not feeling that way, there's some source of angst connected to this. So you got to let that angst go. And now use those tools or those resources that I just mentioned. And now you got to work on it from that end. Okay. Does that make sense? But in regards to, is this a good move, or are you moving in this direction, or like what's going on with this? Again, it's a great opportunity. All right. It's just, I feel that there's kind of reversal of how this was done. You know, but yeah, I mean, you have so there is a possibility here down the future with the King of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles energy is slow moving energy. And although the Chariot is here, the Chariot is telling you that at this moment in time, in regards to this particular project or business venture, it's telling you your mind, heart, and soul need to be aligned to that specific end goal. And of course, the end goal being the success of this, right? The money aspect of it, the people are buying into this idea or course or whatever it is. So staying optimistic is going to be very important, and reaching the masses through social media outlets, and also even connecting with people that know you already, could be a very, very important way to expand this even further. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Last but not least, intuitive friends, I hope that you are enjoying the messages. Don't forget, if you are interested in being part of this live, it is a $10 super chat live. But yeah, Monica, I'm telling you, it's gonna flourish. So don't worry about that. But shift your energy into not stressing so much about it. Listen, what's done, it's done. If it was in the opposite way, although, listen, I don't know if it was, but it feels like it, because there's a lot of anxiety here having to do with this particular project. And like I said, the project looks great. The project looks like evolve, and it will bring forth some type of fruits that you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But concerning is that part that I mentioned before. All right, let's take a look here at what else. Spilling the tea here on this specific venture that Monica has or will launch. Detox your friendships. It says your abundant flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time with. Okay, so be discerning about your association and your relationships. Okay, choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Okay, so you're going to, especially with the people that you know, right? People that you know, and you may even say to people, listen, this might not apply to you, but if you know people that may benefit from my course, if you feel that you know people who may benefit from what I am offering, business venture, please feel free to share it with other people. Okay, so that's it. What you can also do here, okay, Monica, and I know it's like, oh, um, there's a fee and a course involved, but you may want to select, okay, and I'm not saying for you to do this. I'm just telling you what's coming through when I'm channeling it. What you can also do in order for people to share their experience in whatever this is you can offer one or two things. You can offer a discount, a very big discount for only a few, maybe a couple of people that you know, okay, that are near and dear to you, that are supportive of your launch. And you may ask those people, you could either one or two, either give them a free maybe session or something or whatever, or give them a very deep discount. Okay. Have them have the opportunity to preview this, experience this, and then, okay, especially if you're doing this for free, which I understand, because back in the back 10,000 million years ago, that's how I built my clientele, my private clientele. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about my private clientele, right? Is that you may want to give someone a free opportunity to take your course. But here's the thing. The part is that they need to give you some type of free feedback. Okay, they need to write a review. Okay, they need to say how this helped them, if it helped them. Okay, and it also gives you an opportunity to get the feedback from an actual person that's going through the course. And that's again another venue here, another path with the Chariot that you can kind of focus. Either give someone, say, listen, if you're interested, I could give you 50% off. And or you can say, listen, I'm just going to grab a couple of people. I'm going to give them, the opportunity to do it free. But, I need your feedback. I need you to do, give me a review on it, and then have them, their review, their feedback, their testimonial to bring in the people that you are trying to reach. So then that gives you the credibility. Okay. So that's how this is coming through. You also have here exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. It says the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, which is what I mentioned at the top of the reading. You got to let go of the concern, the stress, the anxiety, and the worry. Okay. It says the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Okay. So choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Okay. So, in other words, being very proactive. Okay. You may want to do like a little launch party. You may want to invite your friends to a little, doesn't have to be something you spend a lot on, little, make your own charcuterie board in your home or something. And do like a little, kind of get together, and then put the people who attend, you could tell them, you could win a free opportunity to get my online course, but you need to be here. You need to come. Okay. So when they come and they are enjoying the party or the getting together, again, you don't have to spend a lot, right? If you already spend a lot doing this, you might as well just add a little bit more to do a little gathering of people that you know, not lower vibrational people, not people who are going to be like, oh no, you know what I mean? See, detox your friendship. The connections that you feel are going to be very connected here. Okay. Um, and then, everyone that comes, you can place their name in in a little bag. And then, at the end of the night, after 2 hours, because it's going to be, just tell people you have to be here sharp. Um, and when they get, after the 2 hour, whatever, after you've let people know, listen, I'm here because I want to, I'm launching this. It's about this, that, and the other. Okay. And I'm really excited. I want to share with you guys because you guys are my, support group. If you're interested in it, let me know. But I'm going to tell you more about my business venture, about, whatever the online course is. The bigger the group, the better for you. And then you select two people from a hat and then just give them opportunity, or one person. You could do one person that way, and then you could do another person in another way. But two free, connections here. That's going to be, part of it. And you need to be very straightforward about it. You're like, okay, I'm going to give it to you for free, but I need you to be more open here to sharing your experience, become a testimonial. So say that before. So if people are like, hey, listen, I don't have time for that, then you could get their name out of the box or the whatever. But again, this is talking about, very different ways to move something forward. Okay. As you are trying to ground your ideas, and it's talking a lot about connecting with friends, family, and people that you know already, people that already trust you and are connected with you, because that's how it forms, right? Social media is super important. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, it is. But the word of mouth runs quicker than you would ever imagine. People referring your course to, they've already had an impact, a positive impact on whatever this is going to bring you more people than social media, because no one knows who you are. So work with the trust and the connection of people that are already friends, that already support you, and that you already have a clear and strong trust and bond with, and then use that connection as a launching pad. Okay. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget Monica, share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. And hopefully I'll see you soon. All right. See you in the next one. All right, Monica, thank you so much for your super intuitive friends. And yeah, it does feel like you're kind of like high vibrational, but there's a worry. Even if you're saying, listen, I'm very optimistic, there's a worry. There's a worry underneath all of it. And it's stuff. And so what came through in this reading is a lot of ways that I was seeing clairvoyantly how you can move this project into the laps of people who already have connection with your trust, with your friendship, with you already, and how you can use those connections as a launching pad to, you know, have them spread the word, and one of the things that you can do, because remember, if you're giving it for free, you have the reins here. Okay, you're in control of how you want something to turn out. And what I mean, how I mean, you can tell the person, yeah, I'm going to give you this free whatever, but I want you to post my stuff on your social media platform. I want you, once you're done with the course, to be able to share it with other people, your experience, your testimonials, so that again, people who know that person can, you see what I'm saying? So it's all about connecting. And if you could do a little launch, you could do like a little off type of charcuterie board, a little bit of mocktails, cocktails, something cute, something, whatever, not too, expensive, but something that really shows people, hey, listen, I have something to share with you. And because you came today, I'm going to put your name in the raffle, but these are the things that I would need in return. I would need for you to do the whole course. I would need for you to give me some feedback. I would like for you to write a testimonial. And then I want you to share it on your social media platforms and then connect with me so that I can see that that platform is there and I can also chime in. You see, like that. And so then that expands things here. All right. So hopefully that has been insightful for you, Monica. Again, these messages are for entertainment. I hope they've given you some type of clarity. Okay, my dear. I mean, I feel that you got kind of like a play by play here through this reading. Like it really kind of unfolded. If you already did launch, and then if you already did launch this, then take a look at the options that you have, because it's not like, oh my gosh, I launched it already, and then it's like, oh my god, now what? Well, now it's telling you, now try this, try that, do this, do that, connect, do something in your home. you know Maybe you might have to do it twice. Maybe you do it, for one group of friends that a specific date and time is better, and then another group of friends that is another specific date, but again, and then you have two free people raffled, but they got to come though. Okay, so again, that builds an incentive, and that also builds the word of mouth type of energy, especially on social media platforms. All right, intuitive friends, we are done with Monica's reading. For those of you who are interested in stepping up and taking part in this, what's this tea, or how to spill the tea, then come on ahead. Just know that this is not a free reading. There are no refunds and there are no follow-up questions, but I will give you a very thorough reading. I will give you as much details as it shows up, and I'm able to channel here for you today. It is a $10 reading. There are moments that I go up a little bit extra, a little bit more than the 10 minute. That's you. For the most part, that's usually the case, but no worries, I still keep it at $10. Okay, intuitive friends. So as I mentioned at the top of the reading, this is not a free reading. There are no refunds, there are no follow-up questions. Mini reading, I'm sorry, 10-minute reading. It is not a mini reading. Okay, so you're going to get as much as comes through. Please read the legal disclaimer. This is a $10 reading, and I will call you in the order that you've appeared. If you are if you are part of this $10 reading and your currency is not USD, so it's not the US dollar, then you need to make sure that in the conversion, it aligns with $10 of USD money. Okay. All right. So just giving you a heads up on that. That being said, intuitive friends, remember that the legal disclaimer is as follows. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting additional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Remember, if you're kind of like unsure, hello, Briss, how are you, my love? If you're unsure on how to create the question is already there for you. All you need to do is fill it in with what is your situation. An example is Monica's question that she dropped there. Monica's question, well, what's going on with my business? Okay. And then she added some information there. And that's it. Okay. And then I'll give you as much information as I can. So what's going on with my current connection? What's going on with it's complicated situation? And that is if it's you and someone else, and there may be here a love triangle or some, friends with benefit situation going on. The other one, no judgments here, or the person is married or whatever the situation is. You could also ask what's going on with a specific person. If it's a specific person, all I need is their first name or their first initial. What's going on with my spiritual journey? If you want to ask that. What's going on with my money or abundance? Or if you have a business or thinking about launching something important, well, guess what? This is the time. Okay. What's going on with two people? Now, when I say two people, is you and someone else. So if you are kind of like getting to know someone and you're like, well, what's going on between this person and between me and this person? We're just, getting to know each other. I want to know more information. And then I'm going to channel all that I can. Maybe you're only focusing on what's going on with one specific person. That's fine too. I'll give you information on that. You could also ask what's going on with the connection and separation. So this could be a connection that was already a breakup, separation, or divorce, or a connection that's on hiatus, meaning you two are kind of living separate lives, but there's this kind of like, well, what could possibly be going on here as this person is by themselves, or we're on break, or whatever the situation is. That being said, I do want to say thank you to Monica as well as Butterfly. Thank you. Monica, thank you for taking part. Briss, thank you so much for being here as well. Butterfly is here helping in the chat. And again, thank you so much, Butterfly, for your help and your love and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Briss, what's going on? This is the time. If you have a question, we're going to spill some tea. Okay, we're going to spill some tea. Okay, so, okay, Monica. Oh, I didn't see that there was another super chat. So sorry. Monica just did okay, you did another super chat. Okay, welcome. Thank you. What will happen? What may potentially, what's going on with, remember, it's what's going on with. So what's going on with your love life? Okay, let's take a look here. What's going on with your love life? All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much, Monica, for and my apologies. I didn't realize that you had done a second one, so my apologies here. Okay, Monica, let's take a look here. What may be potentially unfold. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. I was like, where's Ace? Let's take a look here. What may be wait, hold on. I'm a little bit confused here. We're spilling the tea. So what's going on with? Yes, what's going on with your love life? Oh, thank you so much, Briss, for joining. Okay, Monica, you are first, followed up by Briss. Okay, so let's take a look here. Monica, what is going in regards to your love life. What's going on here potentially? What's going on here? Oh, butterfly. It looks like that's $10,000. You have a comma there instead of a decimal point. But thank you so much. I'm gonna let me remove that so you could fix it. But yeah, thank you so much, Briz. All right, let's take a look here. That's the only reason why I took it off, okay? Okay, something universal butterfly? Because there was a comma there instead of a period. A decimal point, I should say. Sorry about that. All right, okay. So let's take a look here. Yes. All right. So let's take a look here. What's going on, Monica, in regards to your love life? What's going on? Let's spill some tea. By the way, Singles Collective, I'm starting the single readings for January 15th all the way to February 15th. I started with the fire signs. Okay, that's number one. A connection already. The pick a card readings are coming out tomorrow. What's going on here with Monica's love life? What's the tea? Monica's love life. What's the tea? What's going on here? All right. We have surrender to the divine. Divine timing is at play. And I know sometimes we just want to know, like, but when is the divine time? Well, let's see. Let's see what unfolds. But for now, it's showing up as surrender to the divine. So the odds are in your favor in regards to you bringing in or attracting the energy of a divine counterpart. For the divine counterpart here for you. I feel here, number one, I did what do you call this? I did an affirmation to attract the divine counterpart. Do that because that's going to help you. Nighttime affirmation, and that affirmation of attracting is going to help you. Things are running in your favor. Things are in your favor. The divine understands that you are ready. But here's the thing. We need to make sure whomever's coming in is also ready, healed, not confused. You know the deal. The divine knows it's going to plan certain things and how it's going to connect certain things. But there is this energy here of waiting for the divine timing at play. Okay. So let's see here what is coming through. Let's spill the tea here. What's going on with Monica's love life? What is going on? Let's spill some tea. Remember that when we're talking about other people, like when I'm saying other people, when we're talking about love life, our own love life, it does require the other person to be ready and open as well. So the divine is not going to, I mean, you can attract the person that isn't your divine counterpart, but if and when you do, it's because you need to learn something, So whatever this is, the divine is saying, listen, the odds are in your favor, so that's good, but there may be divine time at play here. Let's see. Let's spill some tea here. Spill the tea. And this says lone path, needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. Okay. So your love life. And you know what? Validation, confirmation. That's exactly what came out here with the divine, surrender to the divine. Right now, at this moment in time, the focus is on you focusing on your single status or just being alone for a while, because there may be a reason. Maybe you're going to be very busy with career. Maybe you're launching something new in regards to a project that may need you to focus on that. But whatever the reason is, it feels like at this moment in time, the tea that's being spilled here in regards to your love life is that enjoy your single life. Enjoy the presence of yourself. Okay? When you are enjoying your singlehood, when you are enjoying yourself, you're not going to be so focused on who is coming, what is happening, is somebody going to ask me out on a date, what's going on with this, why isn't this person coming? You're not. You got to enjoy solitude. There's a reason here this is coming through. It could be things that you're still working through. Maybe it's because right now at this moment in time, the best thing for you is to really reflect and grow and feel comfortable in your own skin, not feeling like you have to cling on to something or to someone to feel validated. So this is saying right now at this moment in time, the tea that's being spilt is you're okay with being by yourself. Feel okay being by yourself. Feel comfortable in being single. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Remember, intuitive friends, when you get out of one connection, you need the time that you spent in that connection plus the time, extra time for yourself. So, for example, if you were in a connection for 4 months, you need to say to yourself, I know that I'm going to need 4 months, because that's how much I invested in connecting to another person's energy, plus another 4 months by myself. So I need a total of about 8 months just to clear the energy here from the connection that you were in before. You can't jump from one connection to another. So this is saying there's some time that needs to happen between the division of both a past connection and one that you may be opening yourself up to in 2026. Wise rabbit. Okay, it says make full use of your wisdom to help yourself easily jump over difficulties. What did I just say? You may need more time alone. You may not think so, but the divine thinks so. Your guides may think so. You may think, hey, listen, I'm ready, but you may need more time to unfold, more time to release your energetic field from the connection that you came from in the past or recent past. It may have nothing to do with you, it's just a releasing of that energy. Okay. And it says, wise rabbit, learn from whatever you came from in the past or recent past and feel comfortable being by yourself. Is that may be a lesson that you need to learn right now. You need to feel comfortable with being alone. You need to feel comfortable with the solitude, because you feeling comfortable with being by yourself, with you feeling comfortable by going out, having fun, doing things, not having to worry about other people, that you don't know, that you have to get to know, and you may need more time by yourself. And it's super important that you're not jumping too quickly into another connection, because that may be a pattern that you're used to doing. Maybe you're used to, when you're single, instead of thinking about what you should be focusing on, and it's about getting the next person or attracting the next person. Okay. And so then that could create this pattern of like, this relationship didn't work out, then this one didn't work out, then this one didn't work out, then that one didn't work out. And every single relationship I'm going, then I go back to another one and then it doesn't work out again. And you see that? All that is energy. So this is talking about you being able to make full wiser decisions now the next time around, but needing to have more time on your own in order to feel comfortable in your own skin. Let's see what else is coming through for you. You have 1, 2, 3 cards telling you the same thing. Just saying. Okay? 3 different decks, same energy. You have the Knight of Coins flipping up for you here. So we have the Knight of Coins. And guess what? The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. So again, validation confirmation on 1, 2, 3 cards that came out for you, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles is moving to something that is worth the wait and worth the investment when you see it. That's the reason why this horse is not moving. That is the reason why the Knight of Pentacles energy, the horse is still. Because it's talking about the knight needing to take a break, needing to take a moment to see valuable options, to manifest better opportunities, more stable opportunities, to be more practical, to be more sensible, okay? To get into a routine where you're feeling comfortable in the waiting rather than trying to rush and bypass the wisdom that you need to have in order to see things or see love or see connections in a different way. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying, take your time. What's unfolding in your love life right now? Being patient with the waiting, being comfortable being by yourself, embracing the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is you feeling self-reliant, self-fulfilled, you feeling comfortable going out and having a glass of wine by yourself, or going out to dinner by yourself, or going to the movies by yourself, or being let's see what else. And that's because if you're not comfortable in your own presence, then there's something that needs to be taken a look at. Because you should enjoy your time alone, right? You are your best company. Now, I'm not saying for you to be by yourself for the rest of your life, but I'm saying if you enjoy what you can provide yourself, then you're not going to allow someone who comes in to shortchange you of how you, when you're by yourself, if when you're by yourself, you take really good care of yourself, you give yourself the luxury, you enjoy fine dining, you're, a nice show, and you travel and you do all these beautiful things for yourself and you invest in you. The minute that you're in a connection and someone isn't able to give what you're able to give to yourself when you're single, then you're going to know if that person is down here, if they're just breadcrumbing you, or they're not giving you, you're not at an even, keel here. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what I say about myself all the time. Listen, I could go to a 5-star restaurant by myself and enjoy it. I can go on a trip. I can, and you guys see me on Instagram. I post, experiences that I do, things that I do them by myself. If I'm going to get into a connection where I'm not going to be taken care of the manner in which I take care of myself, then is it really worth me being in that connection? And that's the energy that I'm getting here. So for you to really pay attention to how you're valuing your own time alone and investing in yourself, so that when the right person comes along, you can say to yourself, I'm not going out with this person because this person can take me out to a nice dinner, because guess what? I can take myself to a nice 5-star restaurant. I'm not with this person because they can take me out to travel. I can do that by myself. I don't need that person to take me. I don't need that person to do these things, right? I could do them myself. Now, it's nice when someone does it. That's great. They're providing for you, but it's not a necessity. You see? That's the difference. So that's how this is coming across here. All right. What else is unfolding here for you in love? Look at that. Another card. I mean, basically, every single card on this table is telling you now is the time to just hang on a minute. Now is the time. Your love life. What's happening? What's the tea with your love life? Take a break. Hanged Man energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 4 deck cards saying, take a moment. Look at things from another point of view. Look at things from another perspective. When you do, this time that you are investing in you and being single is going to be super important for you. Number 1, you're going to get wiser. Number 2, you're going to learn how to take care of you in a way that you want other people to take care of you at some point, right? And I don't mean out of necessity. I mean out of someone providing and doing right by you, right? But in order for someone to do right by you, you got to do right by you first. So you got to set the standard with yourself. I deserve to go out and watch The Lion King on Broadway. This is just an example. I'm going to splurge on just having a moment for myself, whatever it is. But this is you gaining a very different perspective of you being by yourself than what you have had in the past. And so the Hanged Man here says there's an aha moment that may be coming across as you allow yourself to decompress from your last connection. There is an opportunity here for you to allow yourself to connect with your higher self and to really understand something that you may not be seeing right now at this moment in time, but may unfold as time passes. Okay. So enjoying yourself. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab the animal deck here. Now, let's see what potential energy. What's the tea here? Up next, we have Briss. All right, Monica. So enjoy your time alone. Enjoy your own company. Splurge on you. Okay, be good to yourself. Feel comfortable in focusing on your career, on, having a good time on your own. Okay. And maybe through that own energy, you will attract or maybe bump into someone who aligns to that energy. Okay. Don't forget to take a look at the nighttime affirmation as well as the divine counterpart affirmation that I have on my channel. It is under the energy work and daily affirmation playlist. Last but not least, Monica, you have here squirrel. It says, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition. You see, feeling comfortable by yourself, feeling happy. Like, yeah, you know what? I can do this, I can do that. And I'm open, just not make to have another person next to you. It says your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. When you're happy, when you're content, when you feel abundant by yourself, you're going to radiate a whole different energy, and also going to allow you to gain a new perspective and gain wisdom that may help you here to get over some things from the past or recent past. It says, don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all that you need. Okay, so there you go. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Monica, thank you so much for your support, and I greatly appreciate it. Up next, we have Briss. Briss is up next. But before I jump into Briss's reading, I do want to welcome those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box. All that information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. I have the January and beyond readings. All of them, including Pisces, is already done for you under the monthly playlist. We also have for you, I also have for you, the singles reading. I'm working on that. I already did the fire signs earlier today, the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius readings. So take you are in a relationship, in a friendship, in a partnership, then take a look at the couples pick a card reading, and those are coming out tomorrow. Okay, that reading is coming out tomorrow. Okay, so take a look at that reading in the couples pick a card reading. Of course, I will add all these updates in the community tab, so all of you are aware of what what's already on the playlist and things that are already ready for you to watch in case you miss this live. That being said, up next we have Briss. And Briss, thank you so much for your super. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, Briss, let's take a look at your question. And of course, intuitive friends, for every question, I might bring out different decks only because obviously there are different questions. So I will be channeling obviously for different topics. So don't worry if you're like, oh, Lexa did this reading for me and she used these, decks, but is using a different deck for another reading. It obviously is because it's different. A different deck for you. Okay, so no worries about that. That being said, Briss, hello. It says, what's going on with my connection with Daniel? Okay, so let's see what is going on potentially here with your connection with Daniel. All right, let's see what's coming through the connection. What's going on with the connection with Briss and Daniel? All right, Briss, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's thank Butterfly for being such a great help here on the chat. Thank you so much, Butterfly, for your love, your loyalty, and your support as well. All right, Briss, let's see what's going on here. What may be potentially what's going on? Let's spill some tea in regards to you, in regards to what's going on in the connection with Daniel. Okay, I want to keep the same wording as we have there. What is going on with the connection with Daniel? Briss's connection with Daniel. So what's going on with Briss's connection with Daniel? It's coming across as like the overall energy there. So between the both of you, what's going on with Briss's connection with Daniel? It says here, fogs bind. When paths are unclear and spirits frozen, okay, sometimes leaving brings light. Okay, well, I'm going to let you see this here. Whatever this connection is, I don't know if you guys are in a separation. I don't know if someone is taking a break. I don't know anything about this. Well, I'm going to tell you what I do feel here. I feel that someone within this connection, you or the other person, okay, because what's going on with Briss's connection with Daniel, there's something that's not clear. Something is foggy. There is a sense of confusion here of some sorts. If it's not something that you are seeing with your physical eyes, you may be picking it up intuitively. You may be giving time to the situation or the connection, or if you both are in no contact or you're kind of both parted, because guess what? That's exactly what it says here. It says, when paths are unclear and spirits froze, sometimes leaving brings light. So the other information of T we got going on is this could have already gone in separate ways. Daniel may be in one direction, you may be in another direction. There could also be here a lack of communication between the both of you, or there may be a physical wedge between the both of you, two people going in different directions, or even if you are still kind of seeing each other, something is like feeling dead, done, and over with here. There is a lot of confusion and uncertainty connected to this connection between you and Daniel. Someone here is not sure, someone is uncertain, someone is kind of like on another page, in another chapter, in another book, and the other person is also feeling perhaps in that way too. Okay, it takes two to tango. And it feels here that there are two ships here crossing or diverting. Okay, so if this disconnect hasn't happened already, this disconnect could be coming up. If this disconnect already happened, this is saying it's happened because someone here is confused and they're not sure. There's a sense of uncertainty. And you know what? As I always say, when you lose someone, okay, I'm going to take that also. When you lose someone, it's okay. Maybe they weren't meant for you. Dawn of recovery. As I was trying to take this fell out. And Dawn of recovery says, with each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. Someone is healing from something that may not be connected to you, or it may not be connected to you and this person or this person with you. So there's some sense here of a recovering of a broken heart or recovering of some confusion. Okay. What's going on in your connection with Daniel? Something doesn't seem to be clear. There seems to be a sense of apprehension. There seems to be a lack of communication. There seems to be a sense of uncertainty, confused, not clear on something. Okay. This person, Daniel, may be on a whole different path than you are. And maybe this person didn't have either the courage or the bravery to explain or to talk about something. And here's another thing. Daniel could be very confused about what Daniel may want in regards to his love life. So if someone is not clear, they can't make that clear to the other person because they're not clear with themselves. And this person doesn't have clarity in their own life. They're not sure. They need to recover from something. And so whatever this may be about in regards to whatever this person is going through, what's going on in this connection between you and Daniel is that there's a lot of uncertainty. There's even a potential of two people having already split up or broken up, or there may be a potential to a separation, a breakup here of some sorts. Okay, so that's how this is coming through. We're going to dive into more tea here. What else is coming through? What is going on with Briss and Daniel? It doesn't feel like much is going on other than someone being confused. Okay? Or someone not knowing which way or what they even want for themselves. That may not even be you. That may be the other person. Give me more here about what's going on here with Daniel. Loyalty or not, someone is testing your loyalty. So there may have been a lot of physical connection, or if it wasn't a physical connection, it was a passionate connection. But there's something here about making or having made a connection into an exclusive one. Okay, there was some type of issues there with making this either friendship or connection a more exclusive one, or being able to only focus on you. Maybe because there are other responsibilities that Daniel is working through. Maybe because, again, he has no vision of what he wants in his love life, or let alone his life in general. He may be very sure about what he wants in career, but has no idea what he wants in love. Or maybe he's just confused about a lot of things here. Maybe he doesn't know what he wants. But whatever it is, it was requiring him to make a choice about, am I really ready to give the attention that Briss deserves in this connection? And so you may have seen or felt that at the beginning it started off very strongly. There was a lot of passion, connection, chemistry, and attraction. But as the friendship or connection may have unfolded, it required more. It required more than chemistry. It required more than attraction. It required more than, I really like this person. It required some sort of commitment or exclusivity that perhaps Daniel, or again, however this may be, wasn't ready to give, wasn't sure about giving, wasn't sure about how to deal with whatever was unclear, hazy, uncertain, or whatever he was apprehensive about here. Okay, let's see what's unfolding here. What's going on? Give me the tea here with what's going on between Briss and Daniel. And it's so interesting because I'm being called to just ask about Daniel and that's it. But which is why I said that about when I was shuffling there. What's going on with Daniel and Briss? Let's see. I feel this is more about Daniel than anything else, but yeah, inner circle. Are you being excluded from the inner circle? Listen carefully. What's going on in this connection? Daniel, little by little, as I said, it may have started very strong, very passionate, a lot of chemistry. We're enjoying each other's company. It was low stakes. As long as this friendship or connection was low stakes, it was working. The minute that it started to unfold and there were certain things that needed to be thought about clearly, maybe conversations that you may have had, maybe you were like, listen, what do you want? This person didn't seem like they knew what they wanted in their love life. They seem confused. And so instead of either saying to you, listen, I'm not ready, I am confused, I don't know, I have this and going on, or I'm in the middle of this situation. Instead of saying that, what Daniel may have done here, and again, you let me know in the chat by dropping a rose if this is resonating, but this person little by little started to pull away. Okay? If it wasn't little by little, it was like one moment they were, all about you, and the next moment they're like, I'm pulling back. I'm pulling my energy back. So what's going on in this connection? Not much. Not much, because there is some type of someone here is not clear about something. Someone here is not clear about either their intentions, what they want, or I'm going to go there. They may not even be sure if it's you and someone else. This person, listen, you may not even know, because let me tell you, and I'm just going to say, I knew once upon a time someone who was in a connection for a year and a half, and he was out and about saying he was single, and he was in a connection with a person. Okay? Serious connection. And he was saying he was single. So there could be here something connected to that. Maybe there was somebody, whether physically in the 3D world or in his heart, but something here is coming through in regards to that. Spiritual moth, spirituality, psychic ability, passion. It says having mystical and mystical experiences, allowing your magic to create in life, true self begins to emerge. Your intuition was giving you the right information in regards to this person. The moment this person started to pull back, you were 100% on point with it. You may have allowed yourself to give more time to see, am I really sure? Is this really happening the way I'm feeling it intuitively? Eventually, you may have seen that your intuition was right. Oh, wow. This person has skunk. Something wasn't smelling right in this situation from the beginning. You're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking so you'll attract into your life exactly what you want. You may have thought that this person was what you may have wanted, but this person may not have shown the loyalty, the consistency, and the necessary efforts in order for their pursuit or this connection to be effective. Okay? Let's get more here. I'm going to do 2 more decks and then I'm going to jump into your advice. Let's see, Briss, what else is coming through for you? Ooh, look at that. Denial. What did I say? You may have been giving this person more time than what you needed to. Denial. One or two things. What's happening, what's going on in this connection, or what's going on, between you and Daniel. Your intuition may have been telling you something is up. You may have turned a blind eye. That's one. Another thing that could have been unfolding here in regards to what's going on with this connection is that this person was avoiding in connecting more than the superficial. This person, in order to make a relationship exclusive, or in order to make something more either monogamous or exclusive or more to add more depth, this person had to and was faced with having to take a look at their emotions and their heart. So they had to face the reality of something, because they definitely enjoyed when it was casual or when it was superficial, when it didn't require much effort or require much depth. It was like, man, this is exactly what I need, this refuge. But the moment it required to step up, when it required being more open, when it required here this person to show you that they're interested, that they're consistent, that they are selecting and claiming you as a person, or in the connection of this is what I want with you, that's when things got difficult for this person. So they may have that pattern of behavior that they need to heal. Or there may have been, like I said, there could have been something else or someone else in the back scene and you didn't know. Okay? It may have been good as long as it was superficial. The minute it required something more, now that was asking too much of this person in their mind. And it's not like you were asking too much. I'm just saying that's their perception here of this. They perceived it as, oh, this is getting way over my head here. I might not be ready for this. Okay. And this doesn't look like the type of person who's going to actually sit down and have that type of conversation either. But I'm just saying, you see, as long as the attraction was there, I told you, the moment that there, and by the way, I wouldn't even be surprised. This person still is attracted to you. Okay. There was a very soul to soul, there was a magnet. I told you the loyalty or not. I said it. I said this person was very, there was chemistry, as long as it was superficial, as long as it didn't require this person to, invest fully or invest deeply, then this person was all for it. The moment that it required more clarity, more certainty to talk about how can we move forward, this person's attention went down the toilet. See, there's still romantic feelings. And this is good in a way. Burning desire. They're all talking about chemistry. I told you, with the loyalty or not. But see, this is the thing. This person seems, what's going on with this connection between you? It seems superficial. It seemed as long as it was low stakes, this person was in. The moment that there was more to have to invest, more to build, more to be vulnerable and open up, the less appealing and attractive this connection became to this person, because it required them to have to do more, be more, and connect in a different way. All right, let's see what else is coming through here with this connection here. What's going on with the connection between Briss and Daniel? Ace of Swords. You are now very open-minded. You're like, you know what? Now I see it. Now I see what my intuition was telling me. And take that experience, whatever it was that you were picking up intuitively, whether it was your gut level feeling, whether it was the manner in which you maybe, and I'm not saying you did, but if there was a quick physical intimacy here, make sure next time around you leave that for when someone says they're claiming you. Because what's going on is that then that's creating this energy here where people feel that you're giving someone, or giving Daniel, or giving anyone, kind of like a free for all type of energy here. Like, yeah, you have access to, no, you don't have access to anything having to do with me, because we're just getting to know each other. The moment you present to me, that's the Ace of Swords, the moment you present to me the type of clarity that I need in order to know if we are moving in a direction where I can invest more, not only emotionally, physically, intimately, then that's when I will move in certain directions. But in the meantime, you are in an interview process, and that's how you need to take this connection. In the meantime, I'm just getting to know you. In the meantime, it's like a job. You're on a, 90-day probation. I don't know. You have to earn my trust. You have to earn all of this. You don't have access to me in the way that you want it to be unless you're showing me that we are on the same page. And if we're not, then I'm wasting my time with you. That's this energy of the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords doesn't sugarcoat anything. The person is like, listen, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm into. This is what I would like to see. And not about a person, just about the fundamental qualities. Okay, because people could always take the qualities that you give, especially like, oh, no, I'm not into telling people what I'm looking for. I will tell you once I see it. I'm like, yeah, I can see this is a person of their word. I don't have to give someone a list, because then I'm giving them the cheat notes. So the Ace of Swords is saying here with this connection is there's this sense here of you gaining clarity and epiphany in regards to what this is. Okay, so there's a aha moment here going on. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the last and final deck here, and that is the animal deck. What advice? And remember that the Ace of Swords, aces are all about, yes, they're about the new beginning, but aces are also the gift from the divine. So the creator, the divine, your guides, your higher self, they're letting you see Daniel for what he is and how he is. So now it's your opportunity to see this clearly and say, you know what? Daniel is in the past. But bye, Daniel, because I'm allowing myself to have a brand new opportunity with someone who is in alignment with the things that are important to me. So, through important conversations, through intellectually stimulating conversations, asking the right questions, even if it scares people away. If it scares people away, then that person wasn't meant for you. But to be very straightforward and be like, hey, what are you interested in? You know, what type of relationship are you looking for? Oh, I just want to see how it unfolds and all that vagueness, then, okay, well, listen, I'm not into vague. Like, I want someone who wants to have a fill in the blank. Now, if you do want something that's very nonchalant and kind of like, oh, whatever, and you just want to spend time like that, then that's a perfect fit. But if you're looking for something with substance, if you're looking for something with longevity, then the person needs to be very clear in what it is that they want to see and what they want to create. And if the person is not ready to express what they want to create in a relationship, then they're not ready. You know? This is not window shopping. You know what I mean? And this is why I tell people, and I tell my private clients, like, if a person is coming in window shopping, you're like, okay. But if a person is coming like, yeah, I'm really, thinking about, it might not be you, but at least they have an idea in their mind that they want to have some type of a specific dynamic in a connection. Like I said, it doesn't have to be you, it doesn't have to be this other person, but at least this person comes with some type of clarity of what they're looking for in a connection, you know? All right, Briss, let's see what's coming through for you. And then this is for you. So let's see. It says Wolf, Pathfinder. You see, you're going to find yourself a new path. Allow yourself to disconnect from this confusing person here. Okay. So you have here release. I have to laugh. I have to laugh because this is the same thing I said a little while ago. It says, release your past and start a new journey. What did I say about the Ace of Swords? A new beginning. Cutting through the confusion, allowing you to see the truth of who people are through very direct and straightforward questions about what they are looking for, what are their intentions, how they want to build. Ask the tough questions. That's going to give you the answers. It says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. You do, but you don't want someone who has a freaking instructions on the top of their forehead that says assembly required. You know what I mean? You want someone that is ready, not someone who's trying to figure life out. That's a whole other energy. That's a whole other, situation there. It says there will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Told you, your spiritual moth. It says persevere in your secret power, and that is your intuition and your ability to think clearly and be super direct. Ace of Swords. So you have a love that endures. Yeah, you have the potential. You have unconditional love. You have so much to give, but you need to make sure that you are attracting the right person and making sure that you're vetting, vetting. Okay? You're interviewing the right people, and then you only select the right person for the job of being your counterpart. And yeah, that requires questions. That requires spending time together. That requires the person showing you that they're interested. That requires someone telling you, like, listen, you know what I do? Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm single because I want to be. That's straight up. Okay. And I'm not just saying that. You guys could look at my social media, my Instagram. Okay. I am single because I choose to be single. When someone says, "Oh yeah, I would like to take you out for dinner and hang out and talk and whatever," you know what I say? Wonderful. When you select the place, the time, and the details, when you have all the details set up about where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do, what restaurant you're gonna take me to. When you have all those details, feel free to share them with me, and then we can talk about the best date and time. That's what I say. I don't go with, "Oh yeah, I don't." Okay, great, that's wonderful. That's just in the air. That doesn't tell me anything. You have a plan, and so do 10,000 other people on planet Earth. But when you show me, "Hey, Lexa, I would like to take you out on a date to this and play this and that place, and this is what I want us to hang out and do. Are you available for this time or this date or this place? Let me know." That's different. That's someone that's coming in with a plan. That's someone who's saying, "Okay, boom, this is what I'm about. Let me know if this is what you're interested in." An opportunity to get together. And then that's when I say yes or no. But the people that are just freaking blowing up my phones, and chances are they're watching this too, you know who you are out there. Listen, I don't go with just like, give me a plan. Give me concrete information. Don't tell me what you just want to do. Tell me what you're doing. Show me what you're doing. If you don't show me what you're doing, guess what? I'm going to go on a date with the person who is showing me what they want. I'm going to go on a date with the person who is showing me some action in regards to, this is what I want to do. This is what, no. You see what I'm saying? So that's the energy here that this is talking about. You being strong, you being assertive, and you being straight up like that. And if someone doesn't like it, then they don't like it. Too bad. But you're not going to be wasting your time in 2026. There you go. Briss, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Briss, thank you again for your super. All right. Beautiful, beautiful energy here, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who are watching, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Briss, thank you so much. Monica, thank you so much for your supers. But intuitive friends, listen, that's what it's all about. Okay? Now, if, and I say this, like, I'm a woman, and yes, I am assertive, I am successful, I am whatever, I am fabulous in my life. But if you're not coming in correct, you're not gonna get my attention. You're so not. I'm not into assembly required type of people, like, my name is not Mother Teresa. I'll tell you that. We can work together as a couple, but don't think that, no. I mean, just to tell you, I had like literally 4 people ask me out on a date. 4. And between, I think it was November, December, around there. And that's how I approached it. All right, great. That's wonderful. Reach out to me when you have your plan straight up. When you know what you want to do, yeah. If not, then it's all talk and no action. So that's pretty much it. And for me as a woman, yes, if you're a man and you're a man and you're asking me out on a date, you better believe you better come with a plan, because I'm not gonna create the day for us. You know what I mean? Because if that's how it's starting out, then that means that person is used to that type of energy. Nope. Come correct or don't come at all. Because I am loving my single life. Trust me when I tell you. So, intuitive friends, that is what I need to share with you guys today. Telling you, this spill the tea session is hardcore. Intuitive friends, I'm going to be here for the next 5 minutes. So if you are considering getting in a $10 reading, hurry up because I am closing the session momentarily. In about next 5 minutes, I will be closing the session. And I know it sounds straightforward, but I'm going to tell you this, intuitive friends. When a man is ready, you will not be confused. Yeah, I'm telling you. Trust me when I tell you. You know, when a man is ready and when a man is sure, they're going to show you. They're going to tell you, I'm ready. Get ready. You know? All right, intuitive friends. Again, I'm going to leave in about 4 minutes here. So if you are interested in a reading, feel free. Remember, it is a $10 super chat, super live. Please take a look at your monthly readings. Please take a look at the singles readings. I'm going to put the timestamps as soon as I get off this reading, intuitive friends, and then we're going to continue there. I do want to say thank you to Ascending Butterfly for donating your time here. Ascending Butterfly, hopefully you'll be able to join the the free readings. Okay, so the next time you're on, I'm going to add you to the list. I don't know if I gave you a reading yet. I don't think I did. But let me know, okay? Drop a rose, intuitive friends, if these messages resonated with you. Okay, intuitive friends. Don't forget, I'm leaving in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to jump on and get your reading. For those of you who are part of the membership circle, I want to thank you as well for your love, your loyalty, and support. I want to do something very special for you guys, so I'm going to post it soon as a thank you for your Oracle of Thanks, okay? Intuitive friends, just so you know, these messages that I'm channeling is I'm spilling the tea on whatever it is that you want to talk about, whatever it is that you want to find out more information about. Okay? So, intuitive friends, remember, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. What's going on with fill in the blank? You fill in the blank. What's going on with my career? What's going on with money? What's going on with my love life? What's going on with you fill in the blank? If it's a person, you just write their first name and then I will channel the messages. If it's you and another person, then say me and fill in the blank. Okay, intuitive friends, we have 1 more minute. Again, I want to thank Butterfly for your assistance, and I want to also thank Monica and Briss for taking part in this reading. You're all very welcome, and thank you so much. Don't forget to take a look at your January and beyond readings because they're focusing on the quarterly reading, your first, second, third, and fourth quarter of 2026. Don't forget to take a look at the pick a card reading for the couples. And don't forget to take a look at the singles reading, which I'm doing focusing on from January 15th through February 15th. Intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section whenever you watch a video or content that resonates with you. I also have the nighttime affirmation for you, the long distance Reiki for you, and I also have the divine counterpart affirmations for you, all under the energy work and daily affirmation playlist. along with singles playlist. I have more readings there for you. Couples Collective, your pick a card is coming out tomorrow. And for all of you who may have missed, or some of you who may have missed your monthly reading, take a look at the monthly playlist where you're going to see your January and beyond, your quarterly readings for 2026. And yes, your next monthly reading is going to be the February. So don't forget to join me then. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.